Food and drink. Think about your favourite food in the whole wide world, or maybe your favourite drink, that thing you love eating or drinking. I wonder who can tell me what their favourite is. Genevieve? Chocolate. Any particular chocolate? What chocolate's your favourite chocolate? Or just any chocolate? All chocolate. Cool. All food. Yes. Cake. We've got chocolate. We've got cake. Anything else? No? Dunno. I'll ask the choir. Favourite food or drink in the whole wide world? Chocolate, cake. All combining the two. Fillet steak, dairy milk, was that? We've got more chocolate. Beer. Yeah. Anything up here? Peaches. Yeah. Food. Hearing peaches makes me think of a song back in the 90s or 2000s. Going to move into the country, going to eat me a lot of peaches. Completely irrelevant, of course. Any other food or drink that's your favourite in the world? Anyone want to offer anything? I'm hearing some more chocolates being muttered. And thinking about chocolates, actually, what would you do if someone else you knew had that same favourite food or drink, that same, they liked dairy milk just as much as you, or chocolate cake, or beer, or fillet steak just as much as you, but there was only one left. It couldn't be cut in half. It wasn't possible. It was too small for that, or too awkward. Would you let someone else have it, I wonder? You don't need to answer that. But I guess it'd depend who the person was. If someone you didn't know, you'd never met before, but they were telling you, well, that's my favourite food as well, can I have it please? That's one thing. If it's your sworn enemy who said, I like that, you'd probably say no. But if it was your closest friend, I don't know. When I was growing up, there was an advert for chocolate. Can anyone guess what chocolate advert I'm now thinking of? No? No, not Milk Tray. Not Milky Bar. Thinking of sharing. Rolo, yes. I didn't hear anyone say Rolo over here. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Do you love anyone enough to give them your last Rolo? Whether that's someone you know or whether that's someone you've never met, but you think, actually, they deserve it more than me. I guess now we shouldn't be saying just last one Rolo, because we might have touched that, so probably last pack of Rolos that's not been opened yet. In the Gospel reading, here's Jesus meeting a woman. She's on her own. She's had some difficult relationships in her life. People are probably avoiding her over that. She's married loads of people, then she's living with someone else again. Well, probably people wouldn't want to associate with her too much. Jesus doesn't know her. He's never met her before. But society, as we heard, says that Jews shouldn't be meeting with Samaritans, shouldn't be sharing drinks. And then there's this dodgy-looking woman. Well, it wouldn't look very good, Jesus being seen with her. The scandal if people saw Jesus there. And the woman's drawing water from the well. That's a fairly exhausting job, really. She'd only be getting the water that she needed for herself. It's hard work, so she'd get what she needed and then get back home. The water was precious. It would have taken so much effort to get it. So you wouldn't want to lose any. You wouldn't want to give any away. And then Jesus, this stranger, asks for a drink. Why can't he get his own water from the well? What a cheek, asking the woman for, well, he's not even met her before. Now he's asking for a drink. He's wanting someone else to do his dirty work for him, the hard work. Doesn't he know how hard that woman must have been working to have got the water that she needs? And now he wants to take it off her? I wonder, what would you do? If you'd been that woman, you'd just got all the water out of the well, you were exhausted, you'd got just what you needed. It's time to go home with water. But now someone's asking for some. Do you give it to them? Or do you keep it all to yourself? If you give it to them, you've now got to go and get some more water out again. It's going to take longer, it's going to take more effort. Would you love a stranger enough to give them the water you'd worked so hard to get out of the well? Meaning you'd got to work hard again to get some more, I wonder. With the current shortages at times of food in shops, or shortage of toilet rolls come to that, we have to ask ourselves this exact question about some supplies. Is it right for us to have less of something to let someone else have some? Or do we want to keep it all to ourselves, just in case it might be needed? The woman gives Jesus the water, and in turn he promises her the water of life, living water. He promises her himself. She was shut away from other people. She was cast out, she was hidden. But in that moment, Jesus came to her. In the next few weeks, who knows what's going to happen with this virus? Some of us might need to self-isolate. We might need to stay at home, away from friends. Maybe even we might have to stay away from church. We might not be allowed to meet together to avoid getting ill. We might know friends or neighbours who have needed to self-isolate. And so we should do our part in letting them know Jesus cares for them, staying in touch, getting them things they might need, maybe even our last Rolo, as long as it's not been contaminated with other contact. We might feel with self-isolation that we're away from God. But look at that gospel reading. In that isolation for that woman, there was Jesus meeting her and promising living water, promising her himself. Jesus was there with her in that isolation. And Jesus will be too with those who are putting themselves away safely at this time. Jesus is there in the isolation because you are loved by God. Amen.